Dahl history and double take, where it sort of has different layers in a sense, where a narration would be taken from a fiction story or a novel. In the case of Dahl history, it would be Don DeLillo's book Mao II, where a discussion is set up between a terrorist and a novelist. Or in double take, it would be sort of through that Borges story that was adopted by British novelist Tom McCarthy by replacing Borges by Hitchcock meeting Hitchcock in a standoff, but then layered against the backdrop of the Cold War, where a political story would give shape to that metaphor. Because I used to say, you know, art is a lie that gives us truth. And so I like those contradictions, that actually through its opposite, you come to know what sort of is a truth and not a truth. Even Chris Marker in his film Sans Soleil, he alludes to the fact that something, when he talks about time and memory and history, that something that could translate what he felt about that truth and history was as close as you could get was the fiction film Vertigo. And again, it's a protagonist, a male protagonist, trying to chase the image of what he would desire what a woman should be, and hence when he gets close, he kills her again. And maybe that's what history would be, you know, it can never collapse of what sort of, there's that dichotomy maybe between sort of what we think of what that reality is or the history and what it really is. And I thought it was an interesting metaphor that Chris Marker put on the table. Now, going to Shadow World, the most recent film, there's sort of a different focus, because the parameters shape the way that story is told in a very different way, because we had to vet. The basis was not a fiction story, but it was journalistic endeavor. It was sort of based on a whole investigative journalism into the corruption, the global arms trade. So there you have to vet and verify your sources. So that already shaped the way the story was told. You know, you work in different parameters where certain things are being decided that will be part of the film or not, or where you have to back it up.